Hello guys, and welcome to the latest episode from Station Feature, and today I'm at Plymouth on the Great Western Main Line and start of the Cornish Main Line and Tamar Valley Line. So this is the entrance to Plymouth. There's a lot of charity support going on outside here at the moment. This hasn't been around for too long, but it is the main outside. This is Intercity, this is on the main outside. I'll talk about that in a minute. Team Rob, Marie Curie is the charity. They've been out here for a little while, so they must have paid to have this sponsored at Plymouth. It's quite good actually, I like it. It's really good the way they've done it. Anyway, so this is the Intercity House. This isn't used too much anymore. It's used for a bit of the customer service here at GWR. It's very, very big. This is the facility information, so it's outside here. It is quite yeah, there's a few opening hours. You've got 6:25 to 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 8 PM on Sunday, 7 o'clock to 9:30, so like the peak demand. Hello. Anyway, so, and just to the right of me area, and just to the right of me there's also a cash point, which obviously I'm not going to show because someone's using it, so that's a bit weird. Anyway, so outside here you've got the car park. It's really, really big, and there's a lot of spaces around. There's a lot to, well, not a lot to see here, and the drop-off points. So this is a taxi rank. So out here, all taxis will park up here to come and collect people if need be. Black cabs come out here as well, so it's a black cab station. And around here is a bit of extra car parking, plus the British Transport Police Hub, just outside here. Plus you've got a map of Plymouth, which tells you everything there is to see in Plymouth. And this is the extra car park basically, disabled car parking and just extra car parking down there, plus a bit of staff car parking's down there I believe as well. So, and the cycle racks are over here as well. So over here as well you've got some luggage trolleys, and they're not to be moved at the moment, and obviously you've got bus information there as well as another public transport map. So without further ado, let's get inside. So this is Plymouth's Concourse, so we're inside. This is a big waiting area over here, as well as the big concourse over here. This is the biggest concourse I've captured on a station feature so far. You've got 3 ticket machines here. You've got one on the far right which is for prepaid collection only, and then you've got 2 over here which are for collection and purchasing. Don't do it again. Over here is the concourse. This concourse hasn't changed a lot in the years. This concourse has always pretty much remained the same. There's a lot to it. There used to be like a big clock up there, but they've gotten rid of that and they just replaced it with an update TV, which isn't really working at the moment. Up here is the departure screens, so you can find all your information up here. The 942 off Paignton is due at 10:17, which means that's one train we're not going to be seeing here now. That's one less train. What a shame. So the 950 to Penzance is still going off platform 3, but I don't know what's going to happen to that now because the 942 is really late. You what? Okay. So you've got Spa over here, and you've got a WH Smith and a Pumpkin. So the place is well facilitated for food and drink. Plus you've got some toilets over here which you have to pay 20p for, which is kind of like that's the way forward. And you've got all the timetable information over here from. Hello. All the timetable information over here from like New Street, Chippenham, Bodmin. Chippenham used to be. I don't know if we kept that. And they're just saying like where to change and stuff. You've got plenty around here. It's really, really packed up. There's a lot to it. Plus you've got the onwards travel information. There's loads of like local areas of Plymouth. And yeah, that's about it really with that. You've got Tavistock, St Udo, Southway, Milehouse, Millbrook, Oakhampton, Padstow, Bodmin, Liscard, Landrake, loads of places that are around. Just loads of local Plymouth areas. Very, very suburban. So, and there's some more train times over here. It's really busy. Anyway, so let's move on, shall we? Okay, so this is the Plymouth ticket office. So over here you've got, well, more about the charity up there, but this is the ticket office. Again, it's been around for a long time. Huh? Lol. So you've got the ticket office here. It's got a lot of booths, it's very busy. Plus you've got more of a shot of the pumpkin here. Don't even need to go look inside it, but there it is. WH Smith over here and Spa over there. This is the ticket barriers down there as well. Not going to look too much into depth, but that's not that much interesting. But the ticket barriers have a lot of things to them. So they've got yeah, plenty to do with them. It's very, very busy. They're usually very well populated. There's a lot of people seem to go in and out of them loads. So let's move on into the platform now, because we've had a look at everything outside in the concourse and everything at Plymouth. So yeah, let's move on into the platforms. Okay, so we've entered Plymouth Station now. So this is these two platforms here, this one over here, and these two over here are disused platforms and have been turned into staff areas. So obviously they're restricted, but they've been turned into staff areas, which is quite interesting. This platform here has been rumoured to be coming back into use, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know how it's working. Anyway, I did work experience here, so I've been beyond the staff area, and it's really nice. They've got lovely sandwiches, and it's really delicious when you have a break. Been doing work experience. It's really good. Anyway, so this is platform 3. We're focusing on the in-use platforms. Platform 3 is typically used for Gunners Lake services, and is used for a few Penzance services a day. 9:50 off Penzance is meant to be going off here, but it's running 20 minutes late, and it's running about 34 minutes late terminating from Penzance. So that's that out the window. Again, the platform is buffered, so it's a bay platform. So all trains that pretty much come in here are 150s and a couple of 153s maybe, but typically it's just it's a bay platform. It's a very nice platform as well. And as you walk up here, you've got a big signal gantry. So the signal gantry is again like Saltash. It populates part of the platform. So here we go. And over here is the far end, the Penzance end, with a nice little bench. But as you go around here, this is platform 4. The platform 4 is used for all the express trains to Penzance. So that's for cross country and Great Western Railway. A couple of Gunners Lake trains go off here. My one did this morning when I did the journey video. And yeah, and a few HSDs that start here when we're going to Paignton also go off here, plus a few from Penzance come on here, and plus cross country have come on here. So platform 4 can be used for anything really, but its main purpose is for Cornwall bound trains from Paddington and the north of England and Scotland, so plus a couple of units. So its main purpose is Penzance though, this one. Okay, so let's move on to the next section. Over here as well, actually, let me point that out. That's a good point to make actually, just thinking about it. This platform here is Tamar Valley Line branded. So this station, because this platform 3 is designated a Tamar Valley Line platform, Tamar Valley Line is the theme around this area. So have a free day out to Cotiley, I don't know if you pronounce it, I think it's Cotiley. At Cotiley you have to get off at Calstock, and that is the viaduct. It's beautiful, beautiful. I went across it earlier, it's amazing. Hello seagull. So yeah, let's move on to the next section of the tour, shall we? So this is the Plymouth waiting room. This is platform 4's waiting room. So as you go in, it's got a desk up there. You can ring the bell, and there's a departure screen up there. We'll pop in, have a quick look around. But I'm just going to say about it now before I go in. Then we'll walk in, have a quick look, and then we'll go out, because I don't really want to say too much, but I might point out a few things. But it's got a lot of seats inside. So yeah, let's pop inside. Right, so up here's the departure screen. So this one shows arrivals and departures, and there's another map as well of Plymouth, which is quite nice. It's got a very big sort of index over here, saying where everything is. Like little codes that you see it. It's literally crazy. You have to be a really good map reader. And the bell's over here, so you ring that and the staff will just come if there's someone in there. And there's a few trains that are late at the moment. 9:42 is due at 10:20, so that's quite bad. So yeah, it's quite bad at the moment. Anyway, let's pop back out. So that was Plymouth's platform 4 waiting room. And down here is the toilets. So if you go down here.
We are sorry to announce that the 09:50 service to Penzance is delayed by approximately 20 minutes.
No reason either. So here's the toilets. So Plymouth gents, Plymouth ladies and Plymouth disabled and baby changing toilets all in a row, all nicely placed. And over here as well you have little points that say where HST carriages will stop. Obviously that won't be a thing for too much longer, and I'll take it down. Or they might keep it just for, you know, heritage, memorial, well, for a bit of memories maybe, a bit of nostalgia. Yeah, so now a departure board over here as well. A load of cycle racks are down here as well. But this is another departure board. They have them very well laid out across the station, so that's quite good. And yeah, there's a lot of CIS screens here as well. So there's 2 for each platform, which is quite interesting. So let's move on to our next section. Down there is just the London, and there's nothing really to say. Over here's the staff car park as well. So over here you see, hello Donny. Staff car park's over there as well. So yeah, I'll take a look in a minute. Okay, so I'm in Plymouth Station's subway. So this is the sort of concourse point to get across to all different platforms. So you've got an access point up here that takes you to platform 3 and 4. Then you walk up here, and you've got a lift, that designated lift on the other side for each platform. So 3 and 4 is that one. The one on the right is 5 and 6, and on the very far end is 7 and 8. And each one has an adjacent lift to it, so you can just get up on the lift. So I'm going to take the lift up to platform 5 and 6 because that's my next destination for this tour.
Doors opening. Lift going up.
So I'll go up, and this place has been sponsored by Marie Curie. Marie Curie, yeah. Oh, Marie Curie. Yeah, it's been populated constantly with all that, so it's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'll see you up there. Right, so this is platform 5 of Plymouth. Platform 5 is used for for some terminating cross-country services, as well as being used for, it's continuing to be M25 to Dundee. A few Gunners Lake services go off here. Gunners Lake trains go off every platform here. Penzance services go off here, and the late night London Paddington services that terminate here also go on platform 5. Some do. I think the one that arrives in at 11, about 25 past 11, arrives here. So yeah, it's just used for a bit of miscellaneous stuff really. So it's just it's just very varied. And over here is platform 6. And this is used for, again, very miscellaneous stuff. Cross-country services to the north, Gunners Lake services, Penzance services, plus a few. This one is used for, that one's also used for the last cross-country service at Terminating, platform 5. And platform 6 is used for just everything. It's very miscellaneous, this platform, so anything can really go off it. You've got a help point though, which I don't think you really need. Anyway, up here is the platform 5 and 6 waiting area. So this one is quite the busy waiting area. There's a lot to it really. A lot of waiting area. Well, this is very small, and it's got a wheelchair space, and it's got a departure board, so that's all you really need for this really. But other than that, that's about it. So let's move on to the next section. But I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet now because this is getting crazy and I need to get off to the platform to get my train. Okay, so this is platform 8 of Plymouth. This platform is very, very busy at the moment. So we'll walk a bit further down. Platform 8 is for all cross-country services, most cross-country services. So everything that goes up here is usually northbound, so Glasgow, Aberdeen, not Dundee, and also used for a lot of terminating services that then platform, more services that go up north. A lot more cross-country users 8 on a Sunday, not as much on a Saturday, but you use a lot of it on a Sunday, so there's a lot of it on a Sunday. 10:25 is 3 minutes late, then that's the next train on this platform. And this is the busiest platform in Plymouth, platform 7. And platform 7 is used for all most London Paddington services, plus a few cross-country services as well, as a couple of Penzance services going to the north. Services to Penzance from Paddington have also came in on platform 7 in the event of a platform alteration. So, yeah, we're just walking up to the far end so I can give you a better idea. But platform 7 is used for a lot of London Paddington services, plus it's well populated for that. It's really busy, always for London Paddington. So yeah, that's platform 7. But I'm going to I'm going to leave it here and look again in a minute. So I'm here with Dan and Hello. Jack. Both locals to Plymouth. Yes, I finally got into Plymouth on Rover. It took like a century. Getting through Cornwall and getting all those done. Cornwall. Anyway, so I'm here to interview them both about Plymouth and about its basic surrounding area and about the trains and basically all that. It doesn't really. There's nothing else really to interview about besides that, really, because that's the point of the channel. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so first question for you, Dan.
Alright, go for it.
Is what's the area of Plymouth like, and be nice?
Alright, I'll say it in my most politest way. It is a good area. I mean, there are some nice landmarks around here. There are some areas where it's a bit rough, around, like, scabby for the slang way of saying it. But yeah, there is some nice areas of Plymouth to be in.
Yeah. And what sort of landmarks are there?
Well, you've got Smeaton's Tower, which is up on Plymouth Hoe. You've got the Barbican, which is basically the harbour. You've got the aquarium. And the train station, or Plymouth.
That's not really a landmark though, is it? That's just a transport place.
I suppose it is, yeah. Alright, okay.
Well, I don't know. But then, okay, and not far from Argyle Stadium.
Oh yeah, from Home Park. Oh yeah, Plymouth Argyle.
God, you love it too much.
God, shove Newport County is all I'm saying. But anyway,
poor
move on.
Yeah, okay, so for Jack, you study at Plymouth Uni, don't you? What's that like?
Torture.
It's quite big though, because it's like another landmark.
It's got 25,000 students at Plymouth Uni.
Quite big. All right, so okay, we'll move on now. So for the station, what can you tell me about the station? Actually, I'll ask Dan that first. What can you tell me about the station? Not the services, but like, if any interesting facts, maybe.
Well, Plymouth train station is a very, very nicely laid out station. It's very well organised, as in what platforms depart from where. The bay platform behind, I reckon should be in use for local services towards Exeter or Leeds and Abbot.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got the 3 line, which is mainly used for the freight services, but most of the time they use platforms.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jack? Is there anything you can add to that?
I think the station has too many platforms. It has like 6, yet only less trains an hour.
It is a bit crazy, I agree with that.
Also, I do think it's kind of, there's no kind of grandness to it. It's quite a basically built station. It seems to just be built for purpose and not really architecturally pleasing.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
It's very dull.
In that sense, yeah. And if you know, can you tell me about the big building behind us? Dad can turn and face the camera on it. The big building there. What can you tell me? Do you know what that is?
It's called the Intercity House.
Okay. So what usually happens in there? Well, I mean, Dad, I think Dad worked in there, but still.
If on my opinion, I don't actually know what happens in there really.
It's quite a big. So I know you used to work in there, Dad. My dad used to work in there, but I think that's where some of the GWR customer services, from what
Yes, I think GWR customer services.
There we go. Sorry about that.
What percent of the rooms are operational? It looks very vacant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have been told, but I can't actually remember that.
Fair enough. Okay, so we'll move on now because we focused a bit on the area
Yep.
and stuff. So move on to the train services because that's probably what you probably know quite well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for you, Dan,
Go on.
what can you tell me about
May I have your attention,
what can you tell me
please?
about the
Customers
look at him,
are
look at him.
reminded not to
Stop it,
board
Dan,
trains
come on.
if they are not intending
Come
to
on,
travel.
get away.
Thank you.
Get away. Go on.
Sound.
Right, so what can you tell me? I'm going to separate the two questions, but what can you tell me about
May I have your
express
attention,
services
please?
at Plymouth?
Please note to ensure a
what, how
timely
often they are?
departure.
Just
train
in general,
doors
like
will be
what
locked shut
serves here,
after
how often
40
do they serve
seconds
here?
before-
This is only
well,
express.
Thank you.
Where you've got the normal services Paignton to Paddington, which is roughly every hourly to every hour and a halfly.
Do they all come from Penzance?
Most of the time they do. There is some services that start here from Plymouth. There is 1, 3, 4. I think there's 6 or 7. There could be more. There could be a few less. I might have overdone it, but yeah, there is some services do start from Plymouth, going up to Paddington, then coming back down here as well.
And yeah, continue on to Penzance.
Yeah.
And in the summer as well, there's
In the summer there is a
This
lot
is a
more
customer
services.
announcement. Network
We've got
upgrading the railway
summer
leases.
service from Paddington
Buses will
down to
replace trains in the Bristol
Newquay.
area
We've got
from Friday the 30th
additional
of March
Penzance
to Tuesday the
services.
3rd of April
Yeah.
inclusive.
We've got additional
For more
services on the
information,
Paignton
please
down to
visit
Gunslake.
gwr.com/Bristol 2018.
so you've got quite a lot of that then.
Yeah.
And then who else serves here? Let's express.
Cross country as well, going up to the north, going to Scotland, and also serving Penzance as well.
Yeah.
This station is one of the stations that serves
Can you stop zooming in, please?
that serves the longest train journey in the UK, which is Aberdeen to Penzance. It departs here, I believe, 1950, I believe.
I think, yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, the 1950 of here down to Penzance.
Most
So-
of them terminate here, don't they?
Yeah, most of them terminate here, but there are some services
So
during the evening.
I
that
asked
do
this about
Penzance.
most trains that terminate, but how long a turnaround do they have typically?
An average turnaround for GWR HST
Please
services
do not leave
is
your
averagely
luggage
40
unattended
to
on the
45
station.
minutes,
Luggage
an
left
hour
unattended may
sometimes.
be
Cross country?
removed
Cross country are normally about
or
45
destroyed or
minutes.
damaged
So,
by the security
It's not too
services.
bad then, really. They do have a good rest.
Yeah, and they do have like good cleaning.
Plus the sleeper
Yeah.
calls there as well. Which
Yeah,
is,
the Penzance Paddington Night Riviera calls here as well, which
Yeah.
tonight, due to engineering works down in Cornwall, is starting at Plymouth tonight. So,
Yep.
indeed.
Okay, so onwards to Jack. What can you tell me about the local trains that serve here?
Local trains, there's all the time throughout the day when, on the hours when there isn't an express intercity to Penzance, there'll be a local stopper, and so that will serve stations like Saltash and St Germans that aren't usually served by the intercity train. And there's also a 2-hourly train on the line up to Gunnerslake, and then it's usually about an hourly or stopping to Newton Abbot or
For
Exeter.
their own safety,
yeah.
customers are
And
requested
they usually
to
serve
stand well
Ivybridge, don't
behind
they?
the
That's
yellow
not
line.
because the Express doesn't
Yeah,
always do
Express
it.
only calls there 3 times a day.
Yes, it's not very good.
HST coming
There's HSC coming in, but it's alright, Dad's not going to look at it. Or maybe he will. Where? Oh no, it's coming in on this platform
When
as well.
Charlie exits,
It's terminating here tonight. Anyway, so,
due to engineering.
and these are all operated typically by 150s, isn't it?
Yeah, 150s or 153s.
Now this
Yeah.
one is an express. from
Speaking of that,
Cornwall.
actually, let's go back to your question quickly. When this HST arrives, let's wait for it to go past. Dad's a train spotter. Just wanted to let it go past. Look at him.
What?
He's filming it. Go on. Okay, so going back to your question. Cross country. We've also said that the GWR and the HSTs on these cities.
Very well exampled there.
Cross country, they don't always operate voyages either, do they?
No, they do have 4 sets of the high-speed train intercity sets, which normally goes to Glasgow, terminating from Edinburgh and Leeds.
Yeah.
So that's
And
some
in
of
the
the main
summer,
services.
they're quite different.
In the summer, yes, they do Newquay to Edinburgh on a Sunday. Newquay
Yeah.
to Edinburgh, but there's a cross-country HST for this year as well.
Yeah.
We get York to Penzance, which forms Penzance to Leeds, which is booked as a cross-country activity again this year.
Yeah. You get quite a lot. See, this is just pure example of Plymouth is.
Platform 6 for the 1848 Great Western Railway service
There's a lot of people,
to Exeter St David's.
Anyway, so
Ivybridge, Totnes,
let's move on.
Newton Abbot,
So we talked about locals, we
Exeter
talked
St
about
David's.
the express, right? So let's move on.
Yeah.
Move on to get this over because we've dragged on quite a bit. So your opinions then. First of all, Jack, what's your opinion of the layout and facilities at Plymouth? Do you think they're good facilities? Do you think the layout's okay? What do you think?
I think it has everything it needs. As I've said, I would like it to kind of be a bit more big grander, but I think I have so many platforms because the train station only gets about 5-6 trains an hour, and yet it has platforms.
Yeah. So it's quite. So what about facilities?
It has all the facilities you need. It has lifts to get to platforms. It has like a shop, a cafe, ticket machines. The ticket machines are frequently broken, which is
Yeah, I've noticed that.
it has everything you need.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Just looking at number 2. Is it 238?
Yeah, it is indeed.
Okay, yeah. There's a blue one as well. Okay, so what do you think? Facilities, platform?
Facilities are I'm going to base it on the whole layout. The basic layout of the station is pretty good. It's well laid out for services, so when services are late, it doesn't exactly cause an inconvenience because the trains towards London go on this end over here. The trains towards Penzance go on this over here, and there's 2 different lines, so it doesn't cause as much an inconvenience to services when they're delayed.
That's good then. So then, as well, I meant to ask you, Dan, because you'll know this, but what sort of freight service here? Because it does come through, doesn't it?
Well, we have 2 freight trains which come through here. Well, there I think we have 3, 2 of the same one. So we have the cement, which comes from Wales through to Moulswater down in Liskeard. We also have that coming back up from Moulswater going back to Wales. Can't pronounce where the Pacific place.
Yeah.
We also have the St Blazes to Exeter Riverside, which is the China Clay, which is soon to be going by road within the next few months.
Yeah.
And we also have the train or the 66 coming back through here, going down St Blazy.
Yeah.
Ready for its next duties the next day.
Okay. So, next question for both of you then.
Go on.
We'll start with Jack again. What's your opinion of the services in general? Here.
I think it has pretty good service. I think it would be better to have 2 trains an hour to London, and also I was quite surprised that Plymouth isn't busier because 250,000 people live here.
Yeah.
And I don't really see as many people using the trains.
Yeah.
But also, some of the local services, I'd have the stopper from here to Penzance be hourly, and the Gunnerslake branch be hourly, and perhaps reopen the line up to Tavistock and Oakhampton, and have an hourly service from Plymouth round to Exeter.
That's what. So diversion rates.
Yeah, that would be good. So and for you, what's your opinion of the services here, Dan?
The services are pretty good here. The connections are fairly good here, providing services and do provide an on-time schedule.
When you try to.
Yeah, when they try to. The Penzance Paignton's maybe hourly, exactly hourly on the dot, so like hundreds.
A bit like Bristol then, really.
Yeah, a bit like Bristol, but not half an hourly because GWR can't.
Stock.
Yeah, no, they no longer have the stock for 7 hour, half an hourly service from Penzance to London. So that's a bit of a flaw to that, really.
Yeah. Okay, so a couple of miscellaneous questions now before we move on to a final conclusive question. For you, Dan, this is a station where a lot of crew change happens and a lot of deliveries happen, don't they?
Oh yes, this is the hub for it in Cornwall. Coming up from Penzance, this is where the catering, most of the catering boards here. So the leftovers, whatever, is boarded here and delivered here. Crew changes sometimes, depending on what services they are. Sometimes there's crew changes here. There's crew changes for every service to Penzance for cross country.
Yep. Oh, stop it, Dad. Dad, cut it out, please.
Yeah, so the crew changes are appropriate for standards.
Yeah.
That needed, really.
Just wait for this. Wait for this to go by. Okay, so, yeah, there's a Voyager here as well, it's in Penzance, anyway, don't worry about that. So, yeah, moving on swiftly away from the Voyager, so, oh, sorry Johnny. Anyway, so,
it's our face to find.
and Johnny, both of them are
The train is now approaching.
Okay, so,
platform 6.
you were saying
Does
about the
not stop
catering,
here.
it meets standards.
Stand back from the
Yeah,
edge of
I think it does.
platform 6. The next train is
Yeah.
not
The
scheduled
catering
to
board's up in
stop.
Paddington as well, obviously.
Yeah, but it does range quite well down here.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very well arranged down here.
So then, final question for Jack, and I don't know if he's going to know this.
If not, I can.
If not, Dan can back it up. But beyond platform 8, I know there is a siding, quite a big siding.
Only
Yeah.
one's in use, the closest to platform 8 is in use.
So the one that's closest to platform 8, do you know
Yes.
what it is?
It's they put trains to like they keep them there overnight. That's where they keep the loop train overnight, isn't it?
I haven't seen. I'm not too sure.
No, the
but-
new train's kept in Liscard,
So it does keep trains
and
overnight.
sometimes up Lara.
We've seen a 68 there before.
Yeah, we have indeed.
So, and for you know what it's called, don't you?
I do indeed.
Go on.
The sign is called Plymouth Park Sidings, as our central park behind is up on the hill, hence why it's called Park Sidings.
Okay. Alright, we won't go too much into depth in that. So the final question, and I'm going to wrap it up. So we'll start with Jack again. What's your opinion of Plymouth Station as a whole?
Yeah, it's an okay station.
So you think it's okay? I know you've said earlier, it's not that pleasing to you.
Yeah.
But, okay, and for you, Dan?
I think it's an overall good station. I mean, there is room for improvements, but then that I would imagine would be soon to happen at some point in the future, as we have the IET's entrance service this summer.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, it's been interesting interviewing you guys, because
Has been indeed. Really enjoyed that.
I have enjoyed that. So, what's going to follow is the second interview, but you'll see about that soon. We're going to wrap it up, and I want to thank my dad as well for being the cameraman. He rarely ever sees a railway, so
He's never seen the train.
and if he does, he doesn't care. So there you go. It's just like it's like catching a rare Pokemon. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this interview, and see you in the second interview after this. Thank you, you two. It's been
You're
brilliant.
more than welcome.
Alright, you can cut it there, Dad.
Potential fight Bristol.
Alright, come on.
Right. Good evening, people. We are here for the part 2 interview here at Plymouth Station with the host of Placing Videos, Mr. Kieran Brewer.
Hi.
Hello. Nice
Role
interview
reversal.
to you this evening.
Role reversal.
Yeah, it is role reversal indeed. So we are just here just to finish off part 2 of the interview. So, what is your overall opinion on Plymouth Station itself? Let's start with that.
I mean, I've got to agree with Jack in the sense that Plymouth isn't architecturally pleasing. I agree with him, because the station itself doesn't have that much sort of character to it. It needs a big upgrade. The station has literally been like this for as long as I can remember it.
Yeah.
Literally, I was probably...
Right there.
What?
Good guy right there.
No.
Come on, boys.
Well, no, we're not looking out today. Sorry, that's
Don't
Dicky.
get rid of Donny.
Yeah, get him to do it.
Oh, don't get into it.
Anyway, sorry, that's Dicky. That's train guard. He's quite funny. Anyway, so it's been like this for as long as I can remember. Literally, when Virgin Voyages were running here, literally the station was just like this, and always has been like this.
It's kept its layout, it's kept the canopies, and
The
there's just a few
the
things.
sad thing about it is it's just not kept character. The station used to have character. But there's something about it. I think it has more character when Southwest Trains served here as well. I thought they fit in quite well, and then when they stopped running,
This is a customer
it was quite
announcement.
sad.
From Monday the 19th to
Because I remember when they used to come down in 2009 they used to come down. So my overall opinion of it is that I like it. I think it's got good frequency, I think it's got good traction. But it isn't as good as what it was maybe like 10, 11 years ago. Because 10, 11 years ago the station was literally so good to visit because you had Waterloo trains and you had Virgin trains here.
So what's your opinion on the consistency or the average express? Explain the express trains that serve here to their respective destinations.
Okay, so the Express, you've got GWR. Their main provider of the station, HSTs, it's one behind us, which is terminated from Paddington. Paddington is the London terminal that serves from Plymouth. And most of them have a stopping pattern typically of Totnes, Newton Abbot, Exeter St David's, Tiverton Park, Taunton, Reading and London Paddington.
Between Castle Carey.
In between Castle Carey and
Westbury.
There are irregular calling points. Castle Carey and Westbury is typically every 2 hours.
Woo woo!
Woo woo! You're famous now. Yeah, famous beard. Anyway, so Castle Carey and Westbury, no, I'd say Castle Carey and Westbury every 2 hours.
Well, Westbury's the most popular.
Westbury's probably the most populated for HSTs when it comes to irregular stops. Pusey is morning, evening sort of thing.
3 a day.
Newbury is just like a few in the morning and that's it.
Newbury, a few in the morning and a couple during the day. There's like one during the day.
It's like one during the day, but that's about it. It's not great. But generally it's usually a fast one, and one does Exeter Reading Paddington, which is very fast.
Yeah,
that's still running. It's the 1100 off here.
Yeah, that's the fastest segment. The fastest
and then
segment
towards the southwest, you've pretty much been bored to death with everything in Cornwall, and that's where the HSTs serve. You've seen enough, so it's probably easy to work out. And in the summer they go to Newquay, so they take the branch off the park and they go off there. What they do as well is some terminate here, and if they do terminate here, they do have a very big wash. Although they don't look like they have had a wash, but they do. They have a wash, and then they have the tickets implanted in, and then the 11 doors ready for the next journey. That's what happens when they terminate here. Else they'll just go to Lara, which is late in the evening, because the last one terminating here is at 20 to 1 in the morning, so...
Which I'm persuading you to get one.
Yes, I'm not getting one.
Midnight HST.
Right, cross country, serve here on very, 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 very long services to Edinburgh, to Glasgow Central, to Aberdeen and to Dundee. Aberdeen via Dundee. And also they do shorter trains to Birmingham, New Street, Leeds and Newcastle, York and Newcastle. They do vary between the two. None of them go beyond Newcastle probably past 3 o'clock. 40:25 is the last one to fill. And again, towards the southwest, cross country did do regular trains to Paignton. There's 3 in the evening. No, there's 4 in the day. There's 1 in the morning and 3 in the evening. And then the rest come from Paignton. One terminating there just after midnight. That's 2:20 if you want up to Paignton. Truro. Oh, Truro. Yeah, of course, Truro. So today they're Truro due to engineering works, and I've shown you a non-notices for that. In terms of locals, the mixed bring is a 2-hour service to Gunnersway, which has Dockyard as its own request stop. Used to be the Ferrers used to be a request stop as well, but it's not anymore. But the rest are always scheduled stops. Then you've got HST's Voyagers. Not HST Voyagers. That's something else. Local trains that serve Penzance. They do that when the Express doesn't run, and sometimes what they'll do is the Express will terminate here, and they'll do it so they can connect with a local train to take them down south. And the last train down to Penzance is at 22:42, and that gets to Penzance at like 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah, that's only on Friday.
That's only on. No, that's every day.
Is it every day now?
Yeah, that's every day.
Oh yes, it is 22:42. Yes.
Yeah, that's except Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So, and in terms of everything else, you've got that's about it really for train services. So
right, let's just get on to the last question now. What do you think of surrounding areas, landmarks, and what is it feel like to live in Plymouth? Incorporated into one question.
So I've lived in Plymouth all my life, and
same here for me as well.
I'm 21, so I've lived here 21 years. So, growing up in Plymouth, I can't say there's anywhere in Plymouth that I haven't been to, and that's saying that it isn't the greatest city to live in, but it is a good city, right? It's a small city, and it is a city where after a long time you will recognise people as you walk through the street.
It is a good city in its own respects.
I mean, it's easy to recognise someone because Plymouth is quite a smaller city than Sun. So it is easy to spot people in the street, like when you know them.
It's not that small.
It is quite. It's
It's
smaller than.
same size as Southampton. It's
Well,
got
yeah.
250,000 people. Like,
Well, okay.
I mean, like compared to China,
I
it's
think if
small.
you look at
But
other cities, though, it's smaller. It's a smaller city.
well, compared to like Manchester and London.
Yeah, obviously. Anyway, so, and in terms of the area, you've got the Hoe, which has St Meeting's Tower. You've got the aquarium. That's probably something that a lot of people will visit. You've got MTV Crashes, which comes here every summer. They do a festival which has a lot of headline acts. That's only happened in recent years. And then you've also got the British Fireworks Championship, which happens every summer, which I always go to, at least try to. And it's really, really good. They've got some really professional fireworks people that do it. It's amazing. And then you've got probably the most interesting highlight of Plymouth, which is probably Drake Circus, because Drake Circus was built in 2006, and it's been like literally, it's made the city centre look a lot more modern than what it used to be, and it's incorporated itself really well in recent years.
I'd say that's the heart of.
I think it's the heart of city centre, and it's late night shopping. It's literally incorporated itself in recent years as well. It's never changed, and it's really good. And then you've got loads of suburban areas, which have pretty much been turned from villages into suburbs of Plymouth. Like my local suburb used to be a village, and now is a
May I have your attention, please? Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and platform edge when boarding.
You've got a good education. You've got a good load of education. You've got City College Plymouth. You've got Plymouth University, and you've got like there's loads of schools spread out across. So literally, it's a good place for opportunity. I'm not going to name them.
No, okay.
But City College and Plymouth Uni and probably Plymouth College of Art and Design and a few others are probably the most well known. Plymouth Uni is probably the most standout one because it's literally in the city centre and it's like so big. Well, it's not as big as others, but it is big.
Yeah.
So yeah, my opinion of the area. If I could live somewhere else, depending on where it is, I would. But if I didn't have the choice, no, I don't want to feel forced into it. But if I wanted to live somewhere else, and I had maybe, if I wasn't offered anything, then I would stay here, because Plymouth is,
I do agree.
as difficult as it is for some trips to get to places, you know, I wouldn't change it. So yeah, that's my view on it.
Yeah. Right, so I think that's about cleared the questions I wanted to ask, as in redoing that. So
Pumpkin cafe sandwiches are good, by the way. Go on.
Okay, and that one as well. Right, so we're going to end that one there. Thank you for watching the part 2 of the KTV videos interview.
If you have liked what you've seen, then please do like and subscribe, and please do leave any comments. Sorry, he stole my line, I had to.
Yes, right, that's that line sorted. Yes, so yeah, that's the interview for Plymouth Station
You don't
on
have
the
to go over
Rover.
that again. All right,
So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.